Washington lawmakers head back to work on Monday to try to hammer out a budget and save dozens of programs. Proposed cuts hit the most vulnerable in our state, and some agencies say that is simply unacceptable. KXLY4's Anusha Roy live with how people spoke out today about cuts that would hurt victims of sexual abuse. Anusha?
Absolutely. Well, they're calling these cuts unacceptable because the proposal right now is proposing to reduce funding by about 20% for programs that help those that are victims of sexual crimes and domestic violence. Overall, that would save the state about $4.7 million. But like we found out this afternoon, people are not okay with it. People lined the street this afternoon waving signs, cheering every time they got a honk of support. But the cheers are for a grim reason. Proposed budget cuts could slash away dollars that help sexual crime victims across the state.
The ripple effect would be that people can't access services, which means that, again, they're being re-victimized.
In Spokane, it could impact the Sexual Assault and Family Trauma Response Center. It stands to lose around $70,000. Forcing them to cut back.
We would lose staffing and we would lose programs. People would still be able to receive 24-hour services through our 24-hour crisis line 624-RAPE.
Adam Shipman says they will still be there for the community, but it could take longer for people to get services like therapy.
It's always a huge issue to have enough money to fund this work, and there's nobody else that can do it. There's somebody else that does do this work. It's not a duplication of services.
The response center has 1,400 clients in therapy. 80% of them are children, victims of sexual abuse. They take 14,000 calls a year to their crisis line.
Cuts to victim services are absolutely unacceptable.
Proposed cuts that victim advocates refuse to take lying down and are hoping today's rally will encourage others to speak out as well. Now, the governor's budget, there's also a section for alternate revenue raising proposals that could potentially raise hundreds of millions of dollars. The governor's suggestion is to use that money to help mitigate or prevent some of the budget cuts. That would include community grants that help programs that help sexual assault victims. Live in Spokane, Anusha Roy, KXLY4 HD News.